Hi gang, Rob here. It is the afternoon of 20 December 2019, a Friday afternoon. Just finished sharpening up the sale knives from last night. One of them that you didn't see on the sale because it was purchased before the sale by a dad of adult sons who likes to buy them knives for Christmas. Purchased it before the sale. He called me like on Monday and asked me if I had anything coming up that his son might like. We went through some inventory and this is what he settled on. So you guys didn't get to see it last night in the knife sale, but here's the black box it comes in. Yep, from Benchmade Knife Company, a black class knife. We have the relatively new model in their lineup, the 980 Turret. Benchmade lists it as a tactical and everyday carry knife. Manual opening, CPM S30V blade. Now, frankly, I sharpened one of these for a sharpening customer earlier in the week, and that was the first time I'd ever seen this knife. Very interesting blade. It has a lot of pretty cool stuff going on. Got your usual Benchmade finish on that swedged drop point blade. A broad drop point blade. Kind of a stonewash over satin as usual. Hardware on the knife is all black oxide coated, including the stainless steel liners, which are generously milled for weight savings. Yeah. I noticed they discontinued the Presidio 2. This knife might be kind of a replacement for that. So it's kind of a beefy knife. You got the thick parkerized stainless steel liners. The broad blade, sort of a big handle in the hand, but only 1/8" blade stock. Robust axis lock hardware. Not overly thick. Let's see, what is the handle thickness? Yeah, about 11/16, about 670 thousandths. Blade length on the turret, 3.7 inches. Handle length is 4.9, so not horribly inefficient blade to handle ratio. Pretty normal for a knife of this size. But here is, I think, where the knife shines in kind of a hard use tactical role. Only 5.8 ounces. And, well, you know, that's not super light, but it's not a light duty knife either. Just to give you an idea where it falls in the lineup of similar products in the world of Benchmade, the manual action Adamas is 7.7 ounces, so almost 2 ounces heavier than the turret. The Presidio 2 was 6.1 ounces, so 0.3 of an ounce heavier. So the G10 scales must save quite a bit of weight versus the aluminum on the Presidio 2. So what is there to talk about here? We've been looking at Benchmade axis lock knives for, 20 years? This is a good one. In fact, both the examples of this knife that I've handled this week have free dropping blades, perfect blade centering, quick deployment, and rock solid, perfect zero play lockup. So it's everything axis lock done right, in my opinion. Construction of the knife, hourglass standoffs, flow through design, ambidextrous, tip up, deep carry parkerized butterfly pocket clip. Knife does come in the stonewash over satin finish, plain and combo edge, and then black finish. Didn't see a plain edge on Benchmade's family page for the turret, but I know they make a black combo edge. Price for the uncoated blade, about $188. Map pricing at your favorite web retailer. So everything completely squared away. Nice high saber grind, which brings us to a usably thin but not super thin dimension behind the edge. This knife I just finished sharpening at 18 degrees per side with a little kiss of a micro bevel at 20. It's super sharp. Benchmade does a great job with S30V. Here's kind of what you can expect if you bring your A sharpening game. Yep. Cuts through the old Smoky Mountain Knife Works catalog paper like nothing. How about ergonomics? Well, I see a little influence from the old Almar Sear in this handle. Kind of a self-guard handle. Really effective jimping in the liners and scales, which isn't something we normally see, which aids in the security of the grip. Not sure what this run of jimping is about. I don't see that you are going to put your thumb there in any grip, even if you slide forward and sort of grab it in the choil. You're probably going to put your thumb here, so I'm not sure what that's about other than just a design feature. Let's see, what does it look like closed? That's probably why we dropped this surface beneath the surface of the handle when it's open. So it's a little slicker when it's closed, okay? But other than the weird location of that second run of jimping, the Saber grip is awesome. One of the best Benchmades in that grip I've ever handled. The overhand pinch grip, it just gives you so much real estate for your thumb and forefinger in this very broad front of the handle. It's really, really nice. In the hammer grip, it's ultra comfortable. Let me try it in this hand with the clip. Yeah, it's really, really comfortable. In the reverse grip, absolutely money. Draw cut grip, beautiful. They're just in a bad grip on the knife. How about that sort of vertical draw cut grip? Yeah, it's pretty good. Nothing getting hot there. It's just nice. Really, really nice. I think for a lot of guys, the Presidio 2 was a bit of a miss. A little heavy, a little bulky. It's been discontinued now. Probably not coincidentally, about the same time the turret arrives. Blade shape is a little reminiscent. I think the blade was a little prettier on the Presidio 2. But the overall package, much nicer on the turret. Benchmade seems pretty stoked about this knife, even though it arrived with, I think, very little fanfare. Benchmade's marketing copy from the family page for the turret on the Benchmade website says, boasting one of the strongest locks in Benchmade history, the 980 is a folder made for the long haul. This will be a tactical standard for years to come. OD is the new black. So although the knife hits the market with very little fanfare, I think Benchmade's kind of stoked about it, and I think they envision this knife to be kind of a tactical centerpiece of their lineup. And frankly, they've been missing one for a while. The 710 discontinued a few years ago. The Adamas kind of big and heavy. The Presidio 2 didn't really take off like they had hoped. So they needed a folding soldier blade. I think they might have found one here. The Benchmade quality issues that a lot of people like to talk about in the online knife community just don't seem to be present in this knife, at least with the two examples I've had in hand. It's totally squared away. So for all you Benchmade collectors who like sort of a big beefy knife, but not a silly big beefy knife, the turret could be for you. Behaved very well while sharpening, by the way. Easy to fashion a pointy, accurate tip. The sharpening choil does clear the plunge grind. There was no need for an extension of the sharpening choil in order to get good clean edge all the way to the base. Just a super nice functional knife that looks Benchmade cool. Thought you'd like to see it before I send it out. So it's going to reach its new owner by Christmas Eve. Notice I didn't tell you whose dad bought him a new knife for Christmas, did I? Nope, and I'm not gonna. That is the 980 turret from Benchmade. Hope you've enjoyed taking a peek at it. Certainly recommended by the Apostle P channel and the Apostle P Knife Service. Great knife. Grace to you and peace, my friends, from God our Father and the Lord Jesus Christ. Remember, the word is sharp. Merry Christmas, my friends. Talk to you soon.